Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be a reading for April the 15th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. All right, so we're going to do today. Um, I didn't put the title as an energy check in, but it's almost like the same thing. I just put the title of What's Happening Now. Okay, so if you didn't see the last two readings, I did a Mercury Goes Direct. That was as of yesterday, and April the 12th was Venus went direct. So, if you can't find it, go up under my live playlist and you will see all of the current videos because I always go live. Hey, LJ, how are you? All right. So, the first thing that I got to say, and excuse me, YouTube, if you have to blurt me out, I feel Saturn is going to be kicking my ass for the next 2.5 years because I am just working, 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 working. I am tired. I am exhausted, and it's pretty much. Oh, thank you. You was listening when I came on. um, I appreciate that. I just because it's a different work ethnic when Saturn hits home. Okay, versus than the everyday type of day to day realities, duties, and things like that. Boy, you can tell when Saturn is in your chart, right? Uh, some of you may not notice it right now, but give it an extra 30 days. You're gonna feel exactly what I'm talking about. All right, but like I did say in the last videos, make sure you look at your own chart. You said you feeling it too. Oh my gosh, I pray that I am still standing the rest of this year, more or less an extra year and a half after that. Oh my goodness. Uh, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Responsibilities, bills, work, pay, paperwork. It's just one thing after another. And then time is going by so fast. So as soon as you lay down, it's time to get back up. Um, as soon as you pay something, the 30 days go by, 28 days, 31 days go by. It's time to pay it again. It's like, oh my gosh, is this the only thing? And this is why I really hope that y'all are getting into your manifestation, utilizing the timing that I'm telling you when these planets and energies and stuff like that is transitioning and moving and striking while it's hot. Okay, especially if you're into stocks and investments, switching jobs, you know. When I give you the timing of these transits, that is where the power lies. Okay, April 30th, which is coming up, if you are thinking about launching a product, a business, a website, applying for a transfer, asking for a raise, asking for some type of title or something like that at your job, April 30th is the day. Okay? Oh, goodness me. And then my baby just turned 17. So now I gave her a checking account. She got a real debit card, honey. She done added it to her wallet. Oh, she just she just doing the darn thing. Okay. All right. Oh, and she got her, well, not her first job. She had a job before, but she was like kind of underage. But now that she's closer to of age, she's got like a real job now. So she's happy she's gonna have direct deposit. Okay, so like I say, Saturn is setting up responsibilities. When I talk about Saturn setting up responsibilities, it's all different type of ways. in your life, in your home, in your structure, and things like that. You'll see family members, hopefully co-workers, people in your community, things like that. They're starting to talk differently, act differently. Mindset, perception, and perspective will change. And you be like, okay, now I see what Vesta was talking about, because these people weren't talking like this before, you know. Wanting to be on time, wanting to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, can I do this for you? I'm really thinking about this business. I'm really trying to get to work. You'll start to hear how people change in their speech. Okay. Also, time is going to be very important to them. Who they spend it with, how they spend it, how much they're spending, whether it's with you or on an opportunity or a project or a product, wanting more hours, being more diligent. You'll notice, okay? Even if you're watching content creators, they don't know, but you heard me tell you. So you'll notice it in a lot of people all around. Yes? There you go. The lead. Taking leadership, taking ownership. Oh, as of today, also Vedic sidereal, Jasti, not Western or tropical astronomy or astrology. The sun is in Aries. So, not surprised to see the Emperor to be the first card. Now, in Vedic sidereal, Aries season is April the 15th through May the 15th, and then it will move to Taurus. So for tropical or western, y'all probably already said, "Oh, we in Aries season." Okay, well, for Vedic, we just started as of today. Hey, Miss Linda, how you feeling? Yes, 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 yes. And see, like I was just telling you, you see how he has the scroll, some type of acceptance, some type of title, commitment, achievement, becoming a manager, a supervisor, a shift lead, a trainer or something, starting your own business as an entrepreneurial, graduating, uh, gaining some type of goal, right? Lead. Also taking a lead. This also could be somebody wanting to take the lead around you. So if you're especially a divine feminine, allow it. Okay, you usually probably don't allow it too much, too often, or it probably may not come your way that often. But I see somebody here will be stepping to the forefront. I never said this about this card before, but you see their shadow self. Now, in their shadow self, back there, he does not have a crown on. So somebody is about to step forward in some type of leadership, ownership, a sense of development, and now wants to wear the crown. For some of you, this also could be marriage proposal, some type of acknowledgement. Will you acknowledge me that I want a relationship with you, to be your girlfriend, your boyfriend? Let's start dating. I'm choosing this. I'm wanting to take the lead about this because I see this, the scroll that this king has in his hand. I want to take on the role as lead. Okay. LJ, you say you need a reading. So now we got trust in reverse. I believe this is like the food card, the number 0. Now, what did I just tell y'all? I told y'all to trust. Then you gonna spit out the food card in reverse and say no. Oh, guess what I seen y'all today? And I did take a picture. So I'ma crop it a little bit. I seen a crow. Like literally 3 to 4 feet away from me. It landed on a fence, and then I had to take a far away, not too far away, more like 15, 20 feet away. And then it left the fence the iron fence, and then it landed on the sidewalk. So I was able. Now, do y'all remember the reading that came out? Was it in the Mercury Goes Direct or the Venus Goes Direct with the Omen card, and it had the triangle formation of the birds, and we talked about, well, I talked about how the birds fly south when cold weather and stuff like that, right? But it was the Omen card. Now, in a past reading, maybe last week or a week before that, some time ago, we also had the crow card to come out in this deck. Not quite sure if you remember. Yeah, because we had the blessings that came in reverse. Head of the pack came in the upright. The compass was in the upright. This was in reverse. That didn't come out. But it was the crow card. Because I pay attention to everything. Okay. Maybe Miss Linda may know what video it was, or maybe she may have some time to scroll through. She don't have to watch the whole thing. You could just scroll the little line across, and you could see the pictures, the cards I throw out, and catch it and timestamp. But yeah, the crow. No, that wasn't it. Now that did come out in the upright week before last. The scythe, I remember that. The waterfall, there it go. This is exactly what I seen. The crow, live and in person today, early this morning, about 10:40 something. So memories, remembering, a mystery, magical power, a new event or happening, being observant. Because remember, I was talking about being observant. It might have been around the time that Mercury was going retrograde, not quite sure. And then remember, I said a omen, right? And then in this deck, no, it was the, yeah, it was this deck. No, the other deck. The other deck, the omen card came out either last night or the night before. Okay. So, very significant. Y'all know they send me messages in person. So, being observant, maybe about something or somebody you don't trust, or allowing to take the lead. That also can be how you see yourself. Okay. Remember Jupiter, that will be, it was 2 weeks ago. I think so also with that card. But the Omen card came out last night or the night before. Um, yeah. What was I finna say? Now, Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is going to be a very significant energy also when it goes into Gemini May the 15th, which is not too far away. So I'm giving you time and again, okay, to be observant, to be aware people's actions, people's words, conversations, staying observant, watching out for a new event, also maybe participating in a new event. It could be also an award service, certification that you get or gain through Scholar, like maybe you had to take a test or something like that. Okay. Somebody also could be a mystery to you. Are they indicating or haven't made a decision that they want something very serious? With the Emperor here. You also could be feeling very nostalgic, but that is more of the crown. That is more of the Neptune energy. Okay. Where is Neptune? I don't know. I don't keep up with it like I should with Vedic sidereal. Maybe somebody in Western tropical may say it. But if they say one zodiac sign, then maybe it's in the house on either side. So if they say Neptune is in Cancer, it may be in Gemini or Leo. You get what I'm saying? Because it's going to be different with Vedic. I could find out, but I don't really keep up with the outer planets, such as Pluto and Neptune, Chiron, and stuff like that. Yes, Chiron does come out in these cards that I use. Then I'll speak about it. Actually, Chiron came out the other day. Okay, when we talked about sixth house of Virgo, and that can be very important because Mars could be Mars is in Cancer, but for some of you, that Mars energy could be in your sixth house of Virgo, which is you need to pay very close attention to your health. Okay, anytime Mars, a fighter type of energy, red, the color, right? Red mean emergency, correct? We don't want that in a health house. You get me? So, like I say, getting your chart is very imperative. I'm not sponsored, but I use Cosmic Insight. The download for Android or iPhone is all over my page. About, community, description is all over. Okay, you just need your time of birth. It's free. It does have add-on ads, but you don't need to add on all that stuff. It'll create you a chart for free and put it in the south. Okay, you'll see it at the top. Use the south. All right, and just be open-minded to it. I don't know why I'm so drawn to the green cards here. I want this one. Embrace. Ooh, that seemed very bright, don't it? Seemed like a beacon of the sun. Hmm. Uh, Embrace your knowledge that you will receive or already received, or actually what you are remembering or thinking. Um, Also, this magical power here that I feel that's being bestowed upon you even more every day. Some of you may notice it if you are very keen to your intuition and your own insight. You will notice your own magical power changing within you. The way you think, your downloads, what you accept, what you embrace, what you do, what you don't, the way you talk, the way you figure things out. For some of you, the way that you read people, the way that you probably give answers, hypothetically, in a more spiritual context to people when having conversations. And they be like, oh, you so wise. You so deep. They'll use all these words. You're so different. I'm so comfortable with you. Where I feel like I want to embrace you. I love your energy. I love the way that you think. Somebody is also going to be very surprised on how you remember about, for some of you, how you don't trust them. And this is why you took the lead. Speaking of trust and conversation, we got the Ace of Swords as a no also. Anytime the sword is pointing down for me and how I read, it is a no. Okay? So, some of you in the past, or this may be coming up or currently, you may not have achieved something or was not achieving something. Okay? And because of that, it could be looked at as a good way that because you didn't achieve it, the conversation or whatever didn't lead anywhere, or it was just like a flat out no. It was never embraced or brought together or came on the same page, got together on the same page. The way you seen things, the way both of you thought about things, couldn't get on the same page about trying to trust each other or one person more than the other. Um, for some of you, that was your omen. And you could just be remembering and thinking back Like, wow, I'm so glad I did say no to that. And the way also to take lead, ownership, and leadership now is to embrace that that was a no. Okay? And that it was a no for a reason. Something old, very old school that I always keep in my mind is that, let's just say, source sees everything: things, conversations, people's minds, actions, thoughts, heart that you don't know about. And this is why a lot of times it's good that things did not come into fruition. As much as you craved it, as much as you wanted it, as much as you put weeks, days, years, months into it, and it still didn't come together. It's because Source hears what this person says when they're not around you. Source sees what this person does when they're not in your presence. Do you ever think about that? Do people ever think like that? Because a person could tell you and act a certain way in front of you. Yeah, they're going to be on their best behavior. They're going to use the right sentences. They're going to charm you and all of this stuff. And then soon as they leave out of your presence, I can't stand that bitch. Do call somebody else. Hey, let's hook up. And all this time, you're sitting there wanting to embrace and try to hold on and keep something going. When behind the scenes, Source sees everything. And this is why a lot of times things does not go your way. The more you keep trying and trying and trying to embrace or allow yourself receptivity, open, being open, staying open for this person, and it still don't work because of the earth magic, because of the vibration that changes after this person leaves your energy. This is why it is not reciprocated back to you as something that you should embrace. I don't want any more of these. Ooh, different deck. Y'all know it's two different decks here. Green and purple. See? Green and purple, right? At the bottom of the deck is the other Emperor. Talking about Aries season, and right up under there is the throat chakra. Devil card in reverse. Temptation in reverse. Both emperors are got the halo, okay, around their crown. And this is why the crown is here. Also, with the embrace, you have the crown that is highlighted. So, what is that trying to speak and say to you? Okay, a sense of enlightenment. A sense of enlightenment is needed. It will be had one way or another. And I believe these 30 days here, we're going to get it. An important conversation also, whether it's by mail, email, telephone call, text message, DM, whatever it is, face to face. Okay. Letting go in reverse, going against the flow, which is what actually the salmon do, right? Salmon swim against the current. And this what makes salmon so precious in nature is because they have that type of tenacity and courage to swim against the force of a river or ocean or whatever the case may be, a wave. Unlike other fish that has to use that energy of the flow of the water or the wave to flow it down the stream more with ease, right? But with salmon, they only mate one time, unlike a lot of other creatures in nature. Not surrounding yourself with joy and not ebbing with the flow of life. What is it that you're trying not to see? I remember I told you about manifesting dreams, April the 30th. Okay. Fruition. Your dreams are coming true. And it could be something simple. It doesn't all the time have to be the major, major, major one. Okay? It doesn't. Virtue. Yeah, it's talking about the salmon, right? True virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. And embrace that. Speak that. Be that. Walk that. Okay? Ace of Swords. Some of you are not. This may be why the Ace of Swords is in reverse. If you think of the Queen of Swords, I always say that when we have the Queen of Swords, speak the truth, walk the truth, sit the truth, okay? Be the truth. Lack of creativity. Well, that's going to change too with the Sun in Aries. Leadership, creativity, virtue, a sense of manifestation, listening to your downloads, taking action also is something of the cards that we kept seeing repetitively, right? Um, and some of you are holding on to something. Could be a memory. Could be the memory, and this is why the crow is showing up in live in person to me this morning. And I took it with my iPhone here. No, no. Do I got my iPhone? Yeah, I got it right here. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. hmm There she go. He, she. And it was a big one, too. It was a big crow. I got more than one picture. That was a huge crow. It was trying to eat on something. And look how close it let me get to it. That's a huge ass bird. That is a huge, but I don't think y'all can really understand how cute. That is a huge bird. Obviously, birds is part of my, because y'all remember a long time ago that I also shared a picture of the pigeon that came to my front door. I don't even know where that picture may be right now, but it was a pigeon that came to my door years and years ago. I wonder if I could find it real quick and see what year that was, because that may be significant to us and or to me. But I so happened to open up the front door and it was a crow. I mean a white dove actually. And that white dove, the last time I had seen one was releasing some at my mother's funeral, which was in um '08. I'm sorry, in '07. So I don't know if I can find that picture. Why is my stuff acting like this? And I just knew, I don't even think I was doing cards then, because this was before 2015. I need to see what year, because that's a omen. This is what I talk about when I speak about omens. Something that happened or you seen or some type of repeat conversation. Um, Another seeing. I don't really register with birds as my spiritual guide, but maybe it is. I don't know. But I wasn't expecting to see no crow. I can't even find it. That sucks. My Google Photos is tripping. Usually I can go right to it, but I'm using the phone where it's easier for me to get to it. But, and I was actually leaving out to go to a job interview. I believe I did get it. There it go. It came right to my front door. It's hard to see, but it was a white dove. That's the eye. I don't know why. See that? It was a live white dove, and this is my glass front door. You see the doormat on the outside of the front porch. And I don't, let me see if I can find the year. Um, oh, so I Googled it. It says it's a barberry dove. Hmm. Come on through Google Lens. But I don't see, well, maybe if I go out, I can. Nope. But anyway, I've showed y'all that before, plenty a couple of times. But as you can see, and that's the last time a bird ever came up that close to me. That was either probably 2013, 14, maybe 15, and 2025. Okay? We got the romance in reverse. No love, no romance, no joy, no bliss, not feeling content, not a heart's desire, no affection, not fulfilled, no forgiveness, and not feeling kind. Okay? Take it how it goes for you. Look at that. Another bird. What the world? But this is a stork. Same thing. Okay? Transformation, change, active, renewed, restless. Arrive, depart, renovate, move, pregnancy, and birth also could be the birth of this leadership here, a new you. Remember, Aries is first house. Choose you, choose yourself now, do for yourself now, embrace things for yourself now. This card is in reverse. Um, Everything, anything dealing with Aries first house, which is you yourself and I, your soul, your spirit. Some of you, your solar return is coming up because we're still in the first part of the year, so you still got to the rest of the year. So that also could be an omen for you around your birthday time. This is in reverse, which is the woman, okay? Divine feminine energy. Masculines, this can be somebody you don't know or that you're trying to get to know right now, or somebody that you are about to be recluse from. You're about to break up. For some of you masculines, you're about to bring in a new divine feminine or whatever sex that you prefer, okay? Divine feminines, you're going through a transformation and a change. Can be materially due to what you own, what you're getting rid of, decluttering, where you're moving to. You may move because of a new romance or deciding to take leadership and making this huge decision for yourself. Also can be a change in career and or job, or finally embracing love to happen. But it does start with dating. So for some of you, it can begin when K2 moves into Leo, which will be May 29th. K2 will move there, Rahu will move to Aquarius, but also can be when the sun here, since we have a lot of Emperor energy, which is also associated with the sun, but Leo is the true leader of it. So it can be the late middle part of August into the second week of September that this can be very significant to you. Okay, renovating, going through renovation, finally moving, arriving, relationships, new job, some type of change. Okay, but it's asking another bird. What is up with these birds? Whatever. A owl. This is your soul. This is your spirit. Okay, see through the facade. Secrets lifted. Insight. Being wise, aware. That word observant again. Explore the unknown. Since I'm talking about the year of 2013 through 2015, where were you? What were you doing? Who were you dating? Were you married? What was going on in your life? Okay? So that also can be an omen or a memory. Were you more happy then? Why were you happy? What were you embracing? What was your thoughts? Your thoughts are probably very much more different now than it was 2013 through 2015. Were you trusting more than the person that you are now? What type of leadership or job position were you in? Were you more open or keen to date? You know, obviously, for some of you, you may be more recluse, like hermit energy now. But also remembering, look back at how much you have changed. Crown chakra, spiritually, too. Okay? All right. What is this? The death card. Some of y'all got a strong Scorpio around you. They could be watching you, being very observant as watching. For some of you, I hope that they're not literally watching you. Maybe through social media accounts. They may be going through a transformation, and it don't have to be their sun sign. Definitely can be. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta move this. Definitely can be their rising, and definitely can be their moon. Okay. Um, they also could be a Taurus. hmm They also could be a Libra or a Aries, Virgo, Pisces. Like I said, Scorpio, Taurus, um, Sag, Gemini. All right. Passionate, perceptive, focused, determined, fixed. Very much a fixed sign. I just think I called out a lot of those fixed signs. So that would be Capricorn. I'm just going to put Capricorn in there. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. So somebody here is very fixed in their ways, in their perception. Could be very hard for them to change or have a transformation, or to get very active or very intimate when it comes to love, but very easy for passion. Okay. Um, resource or resourceful, possessive. Uh-oh. Psycho- psychologically, okay, they can be, may have some psychological problems, or maybe you. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at how the card just threw that in there. Okay. Deep prowling. Somebody could be starting or will start to ask you a lot of questions. Okay. prowling, like what you doing, where you going, why do you do this, do you have good credit, and just prowling into your information. And it may come across for some of you the wrong way, okay? And this could be why you don't trust a person. Yeah, obsess, prolonged and sexual. Oh yeah, very much a Scorpio. All right, let's just throw out. I was thinking about the elephant today. Do y'all remember in the reading I did? What was it, last month? January, February? Could have been March or the first part of April. And I said something about the elephants. I was talking about something. I also already screenshotted yesterday that I seen something about the elephants, and I was going to put that in the comment section too. Because I remember speaking about the elephants in a reading. I don't know which reading that was, but I do remember I said something about the elephants. And here it go. I screenshotted it yesterday off of YouTube. Elephants form an alert circle to protect young during the San Diego earthquake that I guess obviously happened yesterday or the day before yesterday. And that is something, since we're talking about birds and nature here, that they do to protect intuitively. Crown chakra, right? So, look there. See, I screenshotted it this morning talking about the elephants, and then look what's at the bottom of the deck. Somebody is not very gentle, okay? They could be having very vivid dreams, not focusing or not being able to focus their power, um, not using their intelligent sense right now, not acting or being very supportive. There go that word trust again, but and trust up there is also in reverse. So is that a lie or a liar? Not telepathic and not very witty. And look what's up under there. The Emperor in reverse. So y'all will start seeing a lot of emperors in everybody's reading. And it's because, and I tell you that all the time, and it's now because we are in uh, Aries energy officially. Okay. I just want to throw these out. You know how to read the cards also. So make sure you go back and look at the words. See through the facade of somebody who is not trying to show their passion for you. Um, who may act like they're not resourceful. See through their facade that they may be possessive, or for some, maybe they're not. And that they do have very deep psychological feelings, emotions, thoughts, actions, perspective, perception. It can be any or everything, okay? Um, it's saying to explore the unknown, because if you don't trust something, you have to explore it to trust it. And then after you explore it, if you still don't trust it, then okay. But can you just really say you don't trust something until you get to know it? Now, for some things, yeah, okay. If it's totally black and white, that's understandable. But we do have the stork here. It's the reason I'm saying that. And also the manifesting your dreams, embracing, right? Use your intelligence and your wit, though. You can see through a facade. You're very intelligent, you're very smart. You always don't need maybe a reading or for somebody to tell you. Your intuition, there you go, Leo. Your intuition will always continue to guide you and tell you. Eight of Pentacles also in reverse. The Hangman in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Alright, so like I said, for some of you, you may need to make a decision. Somebody here, very indecisive. about a future of something: job, career, education, longevity, investment, your money, where you're spending your money, where you're moving to, and how much it's going to cost, or whatever the case may be. Um, for some people, because it's a lot of people that's laid off, got fired, buyouts, transition. A lot of people may not be having jobs, okay? The best thing to do right now is to try and save as much money you can, and or to invest little, okay? Invest little of yourself as much as you can right now, because everything is still a mystery, even whoever this person may be to you, or people coming into you, your energy, okay, may be very mysterious, especially if they have are a Scorpio. I'm not going to say if they have Scorpio in their chart. We all do. But this person may be actually a sun Scorpio and or a moon, since we have all these halos around the crown, okay? Somebody is very strong in their psychological thoughts right now, and this is why they're not participating, or you don't have any ideas or details yet. You could be waiting on plans, itinerary, or needing to make an itinerary or to make plans. Information also with the Ace of Swords in reverse that you're waiting on. Um, and let's see what that is, just to give you an example here. And I do thank y'all so much. But the delay is over. So something here is about to either immediately change, or within the next 4 days, 4 hours, 4 weeks. Yeah, more understanding. The politics are about to stop. The red tape, the the rules, regulations, the principles. This could be how somebody feel, think, act, their religion, actual politics, whatever the case may be. Not working out a plan. That's about to stop too. So, the delay is over. The time is up. It's time for a talk, an understanding to come to the table here, as a conversation. This is definitely for a lot of us about money, that's going on around in the world right now. But somebody is still, like I said, going through a transformation of immaturity. They don't want to understand. They don't want to gain insight or wisdom, or clarity, or listen to their intuition. And this is why, or will, because they will continue to experience this. So, as an omen, too, remember I just said about swimming against the current, not going with the flow. That card up under there, bottom of the deck, something is not right yet. The time is not right. This person may not be ripe enough for a relationship, or not ripe enough for a serious conversation or decision. Two of Swords. Okay. They may had to go through or experience something, a heartbreak, a loss of money, a reset. This also can be you. Um, but the beyond illusion, they have to see beyond this illusion of the world and see through the eyes of the third eye and spirituality and or religion. But the crown is about the intuitive sense, the information we get, whether we reading it, learning it, or we're receiving it through nature, through source, through frequency, through vibration, right? And this person may just start to receive it and get to know it. And once that happen, the sun card. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. You can always email me Or if you do have my number, you can always reach out to me. Um, Tomorrow would be a good time if anybody needs me. So message me, email me, and then I will get back with you. Thank you so much. If you're new here, please subscribe if you like the way that I read, and I will see you in the next one.